Number 7. Archaic Chinese. Archaic Chinese or Old Chinese is the earliest written form of the Chinese language, and can be traced back to an oracle bone, dating back to about 1250 BCE. The language was used in ancient China during the Shang dynasty, the Zhou dynasty, and the Warring States period. While scholars are sure that the language is an early form of Chinese, it is difficult to translate due to the limited subject matter, politics, economy, and religious practices, and numerous proper names found on the various objects pulled from the ruins of Yin, near modern-day Anyang. Number 6. Mycenaean Greek. Mycenaean Greek is the most ancient form of the Greek language, and was used by the Mycenaean Greek civilization from the 16th to the 12th centuries BCE. The earliest written text of the language is from Crete, and dates back to before the 14th century BCE. For many years, Mycenaean Greek tablets and texts were undecipherable until Michael Ventris, an English architect, classicist, and philologist deciphered Linear B, Mycenaean Greek's written form, in 1952. Most of the texts consist of list and inventories and no prose narratives, poetry, or survived myths. Number 5. Hittite. Hittite is the oldest of the Indo-European languages with written evidences, and the best known of Anatolian languages, which are an extinct branch of Indo-European languages that were spoken in Asia Minor. Although the Hittite Empire consisted of people from many different cultures and linguistic backgrounds, Hittite was used in most of their secular written texts. While most people refer to the language as Hittite, it is also called Nsite or Neshite. Number 4. Elamite. Elamite, which is known as Hattamite, is an extinct language that was used in modern-day southern Iran from about 2800 BCE to 300 BCE. Its writing system was Elamite cuneiform, which was derived from Akkadian cuneiform. The last known texts featuring Elamite cuneiform appeared around the conquest of the Achaemenid Empire by Alexander the Great. Since Elamite lacks any language relatives, it is often difficult to translate. Number 3. Akkadian. Akkadian is an extinct East Semitic language that was closely related to Sumerian. It is the earliest written Semitic language dating back to about 2500 BCE. Although the language is named for the city of Akkad, which was a major center of Mesopotamian civilization from around 2334 to 2154 BCE, the Akkadian language is older than the founding of Akkad. Number 2. Sumerian. Along with ancient Egyptian, Sumerian is one of the oldest written languages, and its earliest form can be traced back to about the 31st century BCE. Around the 30th century BCE, Sumerians began mixing their culture with that of a nearby ancient civilization, the Akkadians, which resulted in widespread bilingualism in both cultures. Eventually, Sumerian was replaced by Akkadian as the commonly spoken language in southern Mesopotamia. However, Sumerian was still used in sacred, ceremonial, literary, and scientific language until about 100 AD. Number 1. Egyptian. The ancient Egyptian language is the oldest language, with evidence of its usage dating back to 3300 BCE. Ancient Egyptian is often regarded as one of the oldest recorded languages, and the earliest known complete sentence dates back to about 2690 BCE. While the original Egyptian language is no longer spoken in modern Egypt, it survived in a way as Coptic. Coptic was spoken until the late 17th century but was eventually replaced by Egyptian Arabic. Some modern Egyptians do still speak Coptic, mainly in the Coptic Orthodox Church of Alexandria. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more content like this.